allowing me to have 4 days unsupervised visits, but I have to fly to South Carolina to see him.
Okay, why did they place in South Carolina? Is there a relative there or some reason?
That's where his dad lives.
From the audience?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's talk to Millie from California. Millie, did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Kind of a little bit of both. I'm calling because CPS had only removed my son and left my 5 other kids with me. They gave him to his dad in South Carolina. After trial, they released him off the CPS case. I have a lawyer in South Carolina who's trying to get me some things I'm asking for because they only gave me 3-hour visitations a week supervised, which the dad has to do. And supposedly in California, or supposedly in South Carolina, there's only 3 judges. And what I've been told by the attorney is every time we go to court, depending on what day it is depending on what judge we get. So we have to constantly keep re-explaining the case over and over again. Nothing really changes when we go to court. We've only been to court twice. The second time we went to court just this Friday, and they finally gave me 4 days of unsupervised visits. I had to fly to South Carolina to go see him. The dad works 6 days a week. He's barely off 1 day a week. Of course, his stepmom's raising him. I'm trying to get him my custody back because originally I had full custody. He only had visitation. But I'm trying to figure out, they're having us go to mediation in April, which I don't understand why we're going so long. But I just want to know how I could try to get my son back. The guardian ad litem, she's kind of on my side because she's actually looking through all the evidence I had that the trial judge had thrown out. And of course, my witnesses, they threw those people out as well. But I just don't know what more can I do to try to get my son back?
Michael, what do you have to say about that?
Well, my question is going to be similar to the other one. Is this case here in California?
Yes.
Okay. What county is this actually?
Los Angeles.
Okay. So you're in the Monterey Park court?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, they're pretty impacted. And you probably haven't even had a live hearing. They're probably all on Zoom. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. So the question is, when did the case first open? When was your first time that you were notified that there was a court hearing?
June of 2020. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so do you have a hearing coming up soon?
We just had one, and they're allowing me to have 4 days unsupervised visits, but I have to fly to South Carolina to see him.
Okay. Why did they place in South Carolina? Is there a relative there or some reason?
That's where his dad lives.
Oh, okay. And have they? I'm sure they gave you services to do. Are you in the process of completing all your services?
Yeah, I already done all my services. My case is supposed to close in January, but what they did is they released him off the case, so I'm having to fight through family court.
Okay, so you're no longer in the juvenile dependency court in LA or in a family court now?
Yeah.
Okay, which family court is that?
It's been released to South Carolina now.
Oh, okay. Well, again, you're going to have to talk to a South Carolina family law attorney if South Carolina has assumed what they call jurisdiction. Because under the UCCJEA, once the child lives 6 months and a day in another state, then that state can have jurisdiction, and California will no longer have a say. So my advice would be to talk to a South Carolina family. It sounds like you have an attorney in South Carolina.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is, what more can I do to try to get him back? Because like I said, the trial judge threw out all my evidence, all my witnesses. I was able to give it all to the guardian ad litem so she can look over, and she's still flabbergasted. But I don't know how much more I can do to get him back.
Yeah, the problem is you're in the South Carolina. What county there?
I believe it's Aiken.
Yeah. See, Vincent and myself, we cannot advise you on South Carolina law. But is your attorney in South Carolina helping you? Are you happy with that attorney? What?
I'm happy with it, and he is helping, but the problem is because they only have 3 judges out there, they're constantly switching. So every time we get a court date, it's never with the same judge. We've only had 2 court dates so far, and they've both not been the same judge. So we're having to re-explain the situation, and it's like they're barely hearing us, and they want us to go to mediation, which I know is not going to work, but I just don't know what else I can do to convince them to give me my son back.
Well, I don't think mediation ever hurts. I mean, especially here in California, there's court-required mediation in the family courts for any custody visitation dispute. It's a requirement in California. I cannot say how they do it in South Carolina, nor would I. But if in California, there's mandatory mediation before the court can make custody visitation orders. So I'm sure I would listen to your South Carolina attorney if he tells you mediation. If nothing else, it doesn't hurt to talk and try to resolve it if you can. But Mr. Davis can join in.
Yeah. Millie, are you sure the CPS case is closed regarding the child in South Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things that I would do is, if it hasn't run out, I would file an appeal in your CPS case here in California.
Yeah, I did that, and they didn't. They said they couldn't help me because the lawyer did not point out all the wrongdoings that the CPS did, and so because of that, they cannot appeal.
Wait, who told you that?
The attorney.
The what?
The lady that filed the appeal.
Okay, did she file the appeal for you?
I believe she did, but she said it's probably going to get denied because she couldn't find anything wrong because the lawyer did not point to the judge everything that went wrong in the case. But that's because my lawyer kept saying the judge is not going to care about the wrong. She's not going to care if she wants the straight facts. And I'm like, I tried to tell her that, but she won't listen.
Millie.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to call your appellate attorney on Monday, or write your appellate attorney an email and ask her, would it be feasible to make the argument of ineffective assistance of counsel? She will know what I'm talking about, and she can explain it to you and tell you why she might be able to do it or why she might not be able to do it.
2 minutes.
Okay, so that's what I want you to do on Monday, Millie. And then, Millie, I want you to call us back in 3 or 4 weeks and give us an update to see if anything changed, okay?
Even if it's already past the 6-month mark now?
Yes, even if. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Millie, thank you for calling and thank you for listening. Good luck, and we hope to hear from you in the future. All right?
Thank you, Millie.
Hey, Michael, we're about to take a break, but before we take a break, I had gotten a message. Somebody wanted you to repeat your telephone number and your email address. Do that real quick.
Thank you. This is Michael Osoleno. My office number is 951-273-3455. My email is mjlacilento@yahoo.com.
All righty. Thank you, Michael. All right. This is
Thank you.
How to Fight CPS and Win. We'll be right back after these messages.